The Right Honourable Winston Peters.
Mr Speaker, so soon this has become a smug, arrogant government, prepared to covertly lean on the media because they can't stand the heat. And it's very clear that the Maori Party decided to ring up Maori TV, because they didn't want to front with a New Zealand First person on the panel. The reason is, of course, we know what they're up to. And we said from the word go that they were not going to be a success, and though they might have sucked the National Party into it, they're going to fall with them as well. Now, there's also a story up north, and what the story says is there's gold in those wetlands of Northland. Now, how did the Honourable Judith Collins describe the place where swamp kauri comes from? I don't like wetlands. They've swamps, she exclaimed on TV3 last year. I don't like wetlands. They're swamps. Now, no doubt there are a few on the backbenches of the National Party wondering, what's that got to do with Judith Collins? Now, if you were talking about Orovida kauri, they would more likely answer, we like wetlands. They're gold mines. The unlawful mining of swamp kauri is a practice which is robbing Northland and robbing New Zealand. But robbing is a trade for this government which they have perfected into an art form, while the same officials who run Honesty Box Biosecurity allow precious ancient timber to be exported whilst almost zero added value occurs for Northland and for New Zealand, plus the environmental despoilation in so many cases. This is incompetence built upon a rort that must stop, and New Zealand First calls upon the government to stop turning a blind eye and start enforcing the law that we already have and which is capable of doing the job if the minister but did his job. This is like the Wild West, and it's no wonder. In 2012, the Northern Advocate, that's the paper at Whangarei, wrote that if swamp kauri averaged $71.66 a superfoot in old money, ancient swamp kauri the size of Tāne Mahuta would be worth $7 million. Wow. Just the one. $7 million. Now, in 2012, the manager of Orovida, it keeps on coming back, doesn't it? It will never go away. I mean, you can be in the women's magazine, you can be putting yourself out there in a rather trashy American way. It's a kind of distinguished thing that New Zealand First would never sink to. Going in magazines and holding your private life out there because she's on a mission to get back. But I'm telling those colleagues over there, there's more. Now anyway, the manager of the Orovida's Kauri Ruakaka yard confirmed that by the end of 2012, they'd have 2,800 tonnes of swamp kauri harvested. End of quotes. Harvested. In today's dollars, that is $71 million. This is serious money breeding serious illegality, since in law, swamp kauri must be turned into a finished item before it's exported. Now, there's no use Alfred Ngaro, who should understand these things, who should understand the cultural significance of what I'm talking about, let alone the environmental matters, thinks it's a drama. Yeah, it's a drama, all right. It'll be a real drama by the time we're finished. Now, this is serious money breeding serious illegality, since in law swamp kauri must be turned into a finished item before it is exported. The Forest Act 1949 defines finished as being a manufactured wood product in its final state that is ready to be installed or used for its intended purpose. We are talking furniture, picture frames, and yes, even carvings. Importantly, and the people of Northland know this, dressed or rough sawn timber is not, I repeat, not a finished or manufactured product. So how can the Minister for Primary Industries, the Minister for Conservation, and again the Minister for Maori Affairs class a raw log with shallow, chiselled Maori carvings or titivated surface decorations as a finished product? He got up in the House today and he's out there talking to the media right now. The fact that a kaumatua blessed some of these logs is totally irrelevant. There's always a kaumata for sale if the price is right. They don't know what a kaumata is, they fell over one. The one log cleared by both MPI and Azure Quality as being a finished carving got the export tick to go to Fuzhou Yima Trading Company in China. In short, Mr. Speaker, to conclude, there's an almighty rort going on with pirated products right onto the government's nose, but because their Chinese friends and a former minister's husband's involved, they won't raise a finger. Well, we're going to raise the roof.
Mr. Speaker.
Honourable Mark